I never thought I could feel so empty, standing in the same space as the man I once believed was my entire world. It was a Tuesday evening, one of those ordinary days that carried no meaning, until it became the day silence defined my existence. He sat on the edge of the bed, his back straight, palms resting on his knees, and I felt a vast distance forming between us, one I had created myself. "I can't live like this," he finally murmured, his voice low, steady, but fractured in a way that made my chest
tighten.
"I can't kiss you, Anna.
I'm
just using what's left to get through each day." I swallowed hard, shame clogging my throat. I had spoken. I had confessed, not to cleanse my conscience, not to lighten my soul, but out of some cruel need to reveal the truth, or perhaps to force him into forgiving me when I knew I didn't deserve it. "I thought if I told you, maybe we could start again," I whispered. He shook his head slowly, a gesture loaded with disappointment and fury. "Start again? You slept with him, Anna. And then you told me. You didn't hide
it.
You made it real. You drove the knife in and twisted it." His words struck deeper than any blow. He was right. I had dragged my betrayal into the light, maybe because I wanted him to feel the crushing weight of my
Guilt.
But guilt wasn't enough. Sorry wasn't enough. And yet I had hoped. Part of me had still hoped that he would look at me and remember our years, our laughter, the nights he held me through panic attacks and promised that I'd be all right. "Do you hate me?" I asked, barely breathing. "I don't know," he admitted. "I don't even know if I can love you right now. All I feel is the emptiness you left behind." That word, emptiness, echoed louder than the walls of our room, swallowing every memory of gentleness I had once taken for granted. And the worst part, he was still here. He hadn't stormed out, hadn't screamed, hadn't thrown me out. He stayed, but like a shadow, like a man bound to a life poisoned by betrayal. It had been 2 weeks, just one night, one weakness born of loneliness, anger, and desire. His name was Mark. I don't even remember how it began. A casual flirt at a work party. Too many drinks. A single kiss that spiraled into a moment that destroyed everything. The next morning, drowning in guilt, I knew I had to tell Peter. Not later. Not with rehearsed words. I told him that night, shaking, and now here he was, the man who once kissed me awake, who once held me through my failures, now recoiling from me as if I burned. He rose slowly, passing by without a word. I followed, desperate to bridge the distance. "Peter, please," my voice cracked. "I know I shattered everything. I know I can't erase it, but I still love you. I've always loved you." His hand gripped the doorknob, his back to me. "Love isn't enough, Anna. You can love someone and still destroy them." The words struck like a hammer. I had believed our love was armor, protection against mistakes. But love couldn't erase betrayal. It couldn't erase the look in Mark's eyes that morning. It couldn't undo what I had done. I sank onto the bed, tears stinging my eyes. I thought if I told you we could fix it, move forward." He gave a bitter, sharp laugh. "Move forward? That means trust. That means intimacy. That means waking up beside someone and knowing they'll never hurt you. You destroyed all of that in one night." I pressed my face into my hands, wishing the ground would swallow me. The room felt like a prison, but I couldn't escape him or his disappointment. The days that followed were worse than silence. A dull rhythm of routine with no connection. We ate together, sat on the couch together, sometimes even held hands. But it was empty, mechanical. When he touched me, it was cold, functional. No warmth, no forgiveness. Just a shell of a marriage. One evening, I forced myself to speak. He was making tea in the kitchen and I hovered nearby. Do you hate him? I whispered. Mark. Peter didn't answer at once. He sipped his tea slowly, like he was tasting my sins with every swallow. I don't hate him. I hate what he means. I hate that he entered your life for just one night, and it destroyed ours. And me? I asked. His tired eyes met mine. I hate that I can't hate you fully. I hate that I still care. That I'm trapped between wanting to push you away and wanting to remember the woman I once loved. That was the cruelest truth. I was both loathed and desired, needed and despised. His struggle mirrored my own guilt. For the first time, I understood how fragile trust truly was, how quickly it shattered. We never spoke of Mark again. He didn't want excuses or tears. And I couldn't bear to confess twice, afraid it would push him further. So we drifted, married but cracked, living together but not united. Weeks blurred. Peter's silence became a language. Every glance, every sigh was weighted with meaning, and I realized the true pain wasn't just the betrayal itself. It was what came after, the erosion of what used to be. One night, I woke to find him sitting on the bed's edge again, staring at the window. Moonlight cut across his face, highlighting the tension in his jaw. I stayed quiet, watching him, aching. Finally, he spoke. I've thought about us, about all of this. I can't say I'm ready to forgive. Maybe I never will. But I also can't leave. Not yet. Not while something still ties me here, however broken it is. I nodded, too choked to speak. Forgiving felt impossible, a mountain too steep. Yet here he was, still tethered to me, trying in his way to navigate the wreckage. He turned then, eyes glistening. We'll see if we can survive this, if we can find some fragment of us again. But it won't be the same. It can't ever be the same. You have to know that. I do, I whispered. But deep down, I knew knowing wasn't enough. Love wasn't enough. What I had, destroyed in one night, might never heal. Yet the fact he stayed, even in this wounded way, was my only hope. We lay down together, bodies close, hearts far apart. He held me loosely, not as before, but enough that I felt his presence. And I realized, maybe survival, not love, was our first step. Maybe this fragile, painful closeness was a beginning, even if only a faint shadow of what once burned bright. As sleep crept in, I swore never to forget the weight of what I'd done, never to assume love alone could heal. Because some wounds don't fade. They linger, reshaping everything. Teaching us in the harshest way what it means to hurt and be hurt, to lose and to survive.